I'm back with another episode of Pick of the Week, where I look back at the past week of hockey and discuss things that caught my attention. And it's been a busy week, so let's get right into it. And of course, I have to start off with the best story from the week, and probably the best story of the season. David Ayers coming in as an emergency goaltender for the Hurricanes against the Leafs, and winning the game as well. I mean, what a story it is. First, Reimer goes out with an injury, and then Mrazek goes down, and in comes the Zamboni driver for the Toronto Marlies. He's decked out in Marlies gear, even his pants were blue when he first came on. Luckily he got a pair of new red pants during the intermission, but man, 42 years old, hasn't played in a professional game for 5 years, and when he did, it was in the Allen Cup hockey, which I hadn't heard about before David Ayers became a thing. And I think most Leafs fans won't be happy with this game because they ended up losing 6-3 and they need every win they can get to make the playoffs. And if you put this amazing storyline to the side, this is a game the Leafs should win. You'd think they'd light David Ayers up, but no, they did not. They lost the game, and I was rooting for David Ayers, of course, and I'm pretty sure most people were. But the cold hard fact here is that the Leafs lost to a freaking Zamboni driver. And I'm not taking anything away from David Ayers or the Hurricanes, it was an amazing performance, but this is a really embarrassing loss for the Leafs. And it could also mean the Leafs will be active during the trade deadline today, but I'll get into that later in the video. And like I said, I don't want to take anything away from David Ayers, and I'm so happy for him, and I don't know what else there is to say. We've seen emergency goaltenders come into games before, but none have been able to win the game, and David Ayers did, and that is just spectacular. And I love the moment when the game was over and the entire team came on the ice to celebrate with him, and in the locker room, it was just amazing. So I'm sending a huge congratulations to David Ayers. Moving on, let's talk about the greatest goal scorer of all time, Alexander Ovechkin. Yes, I said it, the greatest. Now, that's not really a bold statement to make, but there's been debates about who is the greatest goal scorer of all time, and for me, it's Ovi. But I'll be the first one to admit it. I did not have him down as my Rocket Richard winner before this season started. I had John Tavares, but let's not talk about that. But if you missed it, Alexander Ovechkin hit 700 goals in his NHL career, and that's just wow. What a player and what a career. And as of now, the grade 8 is 8th overall all time in goals, but at the end of next season he could easily be 3rd on the list, and Gretzky's record could be in reach. And I want to talk about that real quick. Can Ovechkin beat Gretzky's all-time record of 894 goals? If Ovechkin can play another 4 or 5 seasons and be healthy, I think he definitely can. Sure, he'll get slower, but you don't lose that shot Ovechkin has. As long as he's got that and his ability to score on the power plays and just in general, he'll be able to beat Gretzky, I think. And I really hope he does. There's so many records that probably won't be broken, like Gretzky's points record, so seeing one of his records being broken would be amazing, and I really hope Ovi does it. Now, Ovechkin probably doesn't watch my videos, but I still want to congratulate him on 700 goals, and I hope he keeps his goal scoring up. Moving on, McDavid is back from injury and he hasn't skipped a beat. Breaking news. He played last night against LA Kings and he scored a goal. A beautiful goal, McDavid-esque. And it's great to see him back from his injury, and hopefully for the Oilers, he'll be able to lead them to the playoffs. And they look like they're in a really good position right now. And today we have the trade deadline. This video will probably be up before the deadline coverage starts for real, but I'll be making a video tomorrow wrapping up the big trades from today and giving my opinions on them. But for now, all we can do is wait and speculate. And if you want to follow my live takes on the trades, I recommend you follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description and on the screen right now. But we've already seen some trades. Last night, Mike Green was traded to the Edmonton Oilers. A nice little trade. Green is a free agent this summer and he can probably have a positive impact on the Oilers, especially on the power play, and I really like this deal. There's really nothing to lose, so good on the Oilers. Last night we also saw Ilya Kovalchuk getting traded to the Washington Capitals for a 3rd round pick in this year's draft. This is also a trade I really like. The Habs get another pick ahead of this year's draft, which is in Montreal, and they currently have 13 picks ahead of the draft, which is insane. And if the Tar gets traded today, which we've seen rumors of, they will most likely get 1 or 2 more picks, so that's really good. But the Caps get Kovalchuk, who has been really good for the Habs, and I can definitely see him putting some pucks in the net on the power play in Washington. But anyways, I'm so excited for the deadline. Even though this one probably won't be exciting as the past few years, there's still some really good names on the board, and you never know what could happen during the day. And that wraps up this episode of Pick of the Week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon in my deadline wrap-up video. But until then, have a good one.